I can picture what you're thinking of. My imagination's not enough. Oh, no, it's not safe to say what you're always looking for. Hey, someone to make you feel like. Don't wanna think of all the rules that you can pick and choose for. I wanna make you feel like.
Hello? I couldn't find my mic. I unplugged it, but then I couldn't find it. What's up, guys? Oh, echo. Uh, yeah, and that's true, dubbing. What's up, Fine Cut? How are you? I'm good. I'm good. How does it look on your end, dubbing? I mean, I can also add more light, but I don't think the camera likes that. Look. Sharp as a knife. Yeah, it looks sharp as a knife on my end too. But I think this is too much lightning. Lights off. Yeah, right. Yeah, I thought so too. Um, what's up, guys? Live cooking episode 42. What's up, Walston? Perfect. Oh, I'm so happy, guys. Sent you a username and password to watch. Oh yeah, yeah. I'll have to check that out. Thank you. I also still have to check out the one other thing you sent me, dubbing. Um, Live cooking episode 42, guys. Celeriac soup or celery root, sometimes also called celery root. Um, we're gonna add some coconut milk to that too, so it's sort of a celeriac coconut soup. And I'm also gonna make a little bread, just one for myself. Um, my girlfriend is at the new house. I'm gonna make a yogurt bread with almond in it. So that's up for this episode. Man, I'm happy with this, how this looks so far. Can we do more battlefields? Well, depends on how I feel tonight. Maybe. Otherwise tomorrow. Fine cut. Right now we're doing a cooking show. Let's go. Also dubbing after the show. I'm gonna send you something back. Got a question for you. Uh, but that will get to you later after the episode. First, we're gonna do some cooking. We're gonna start off with the almond bread. So I got some almonds over here. Almond flakes. I'm gonna put that in the kitchen machine with a little bit of sugar. Not too much. You want this yogurt bread to be a little bit sweet, but not too much. But there has to be some sugar in it. Okay, let's make some noise. Oh man, I'm so happy dubbing, seeing this. Also, was doing a short test. Also had to fix overlays for the regular game streams. Camera and such. But I did a little testing this afternoon as well. Haven't played. Well, I launched the game, but I wasn't actually playing. I was in the menus. So I'm still not sure how the frames will handle it. But also, that looked as sharp as a knife. It looked better than my slightly older TV that has like maybe less capacity, you know. Maybe I should plug it into my laptop instead, my Xbox. looks really good. Alright, so I made the sugar and the almonds into powder. I need like a bowl. So I'm gonna do this stream without the face cam. Also using a different laptop now than I usually do. So might have to do with that as well. I don't know. We'll have to. I think we'll know the exact answer and solution, how it's gonna be. Like after 3 episodes, I have to test it out step by step. Like 3 live cooking shows, and then I know everything how I want to have it. So in the next one, I'll try it with the second camera as well, where you can see my face, you know. The only thing you notice when you move your hands fast, there's a motion effect. Let's see. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, maybe that's like the camera. That's maybe there's nothing in stream settings I can change. I think that's more of a camera thing. But sharply noticed, dubbing, you got some good eyes. Speaking about eyes, that's Dutch word for egg, which I'm gonna add right now. Oh, bam, nailed that transition, dubbing. Nailed it. The light changing too quick. Okay, we'll have to work around. We'll get it right eventually. For now, we're gonna deal with it. Gonna add 100 grams of yogurt. Gonna mix that up. So let's see. This is a perfect example. Maybe you'll get it. Yeah, I see what you mean. I'm looking at the hands. Alright. Now, I think you need 1080 sports motion camera. Yeah, like this doesn't have that feature. It's just like 1080. But exactly, if I would have one that is 1080 but also like capable of motion capturing, like I think it's called, I don't know if it's called sports motion. Is it called sports motion camera? Well, anyway, we're talking about the same thing basically. But yeah, that's long-term shit, you know? Upgrading the chicken farm like step by step. Right now we got 1080, but you can also watch it in lower resolution or put it on automatic. Then your device will just decide what the best option is for you. What's up, Martin? So, I'm gonna grab my little weighing device over here. Because I also need some self-rising flour. 50 grams, so not that much. GoPro thing, like, yeah, I know exactly what you mean, dubbing. For example, my kind of, if I want to get some adrenaline while watching videos, I'll watch these mountain bike sports, but like where they only do extreme downhill, you know? And they got this camera on top of their helmet. It's better than riding a roller coaster in first person view. So I know exactly what you mean. You want to? No, just order something, Martin. Just order something. Martin is asking if I can cook for him as well. You should get yourself a girlfriend, Martin, that cooks for you. Mix that up as well. Oh, so I've set the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. It's preheated. Oh man, I can't wait to do these cooking shows in the new house. Over there I got so much more space and options to set everything up, you know. And last but not least, some sunflower oil. A little bit. Well, basically that wasn't last but not least, because I'm still gonna add a little bit of black pepper. Just recipe on there. Learn how to cook. I can cook pasta and pancakes. Well, that's it. That's all. I'm disappointed in you, Martin. You spend so much time on my stream and also on the cooking shows. And now you're telling me that's all you can make? What about all the stuff you saw? You already forgot about that. The only thing I can cook are noodles. Putting noodles in a cup and adding hot water, Wolfston, that's not cooking. Omelets, on the other hand. Surely everybody knows how to bake some eggs. By the way, I got this pan over here filled up with water. I'm gonna start boiling the water. So some of the almonds are still in the machine. That's alright, we're gonna use that machine for later too. Doesn't really matter if there are some almonds left in there. We're gonna eat this all together. So, I got a little small sized baking skill over here. Well, it's more for, I don't know, putting some cheese in and maybe put it in the oven or something. Anyway, some baking powder in there. Now I am gonna gently rub the baking powder with some butter, because I did like a rehearsal yesterday with this yogurt bread, and the bottom side still kind of sticks to the baking paper, even though I then used baking powder. I left it out because it didn't do its work yesterday, so I thought then I don't have to add it to this one either. So, that's why I'm adding the butter right now. All fine. Let's see, like usually with previous cooking streams, I had the chat right in front of me, but kind of changed some stuff around, so my chat is behind me. So it might take me longer now to see the messages. Um, Stir-fried noodles. Nice, nice. What's up, Predator Alien? What you cooking? Press type exclamation mark menu, and also it's in the overlay on the bottom of the screen. We're making some celeriac soup. Predator Alien. Just had the idea. New kitchen install 3cc. Who's gonna pay for all that shit? Attached to laptop for live stream, and you can then switch between them. A4, then I can watch and share and record. Then why aren't you using them? I never seen one of your streams, did I? Right. So, in goes the batter. So this is yogurt, egg, almond, sugar, a little bit of pepper, some sunflower oil. Let's put that in the oven, and then we're gonna start creating our soup over here. Then why do you have all these cameras, dubbing? Alright. So, I got the celeriac over here, or celery root. I mean, there are lots of names for it. Turns out, when I was checking on translations from Dutch to English, you know. So I'm gonna cut off the bottom straight so I can cut it better. Oh, it's for security. Food is mostly better than anything in the world. Fine cut. Food, music, some other stuff too. But let's keep this child friendly. Now, I like this vegetable a lot. It has very distinctive flavor to it. Also, it's autumn. Kind of suits the season as well. Let's see. It looks like a giant potato. Well, it is not a potato. It's a celeriac. And what they do have in common, they both grow on the ground. Or in the ground. Alright, so I'm gonna chop this up in chunks. Alright, Wolfson. Sometimes a chicken gotta lay an egg real quick. Voila. Alright. Quickly wash the chunks. If you hear something, that's my sink. Alright. Let's wash these. If I know where is it? Oh, it's right here. Let's wash those. Root vegetables. Yes, dubbing. I think that particular type of vegetable, I think those are my favorite. Although, I really love beans. Like, in particular, green beans. You could use that in the pasties instead of sweet. What, do you mean, like, put the... Damn. The root vegetable in it. What kind of root? Like celeriac? Well, then I would have to use the same product again. It's better if I, like, with the pasties, I put something else in it, instead of the same thing we're doing right now, using the same ingredient. Or make like an entire week dedicated to it. Celeriac week. Every day different recipe with celeriac. Eat celeriac all week. Potatoes. Uh, Dutch people. Dutch people love potatoes in any form. Dubbing. So I would go for potatoes then. So I added a block of vegetable stock. I'm not gonna add a lot of extra flavor to this soup, because this vegetable already has so much flavor. I don't really need to. Welcome back, Wolfston. Oh, fine cut. I mean, this is this is supper. This is a dinner we're doing right now. But sometimes, if you think this is looking good, sometimes we're doing like pastries or pies or I think like 2 episodes ago I made an ice cream pie. I did a red velvet cake once. I made brownies. So there's a lot of like drooling food, even more drooling food out there. So I'm gonna check up on this piece of bread. And my cat is complaining. What's up? Oh, you need food. Hold on, guys. I gotta feed the cat. Otherwise, she'll kill me in my sleep. You know how cats can be, right? Yeah, that was the last one. The previous stream. White claw cake. having meatballs and chips, like potato chips. We call that fries, actually. I'm waiting for this water to boil. I got some coconut milk over here. So what we're basically gonna do, we're gonna boil the celeriac, and then we're gonna blend it and put it back in the stock. Can you play the pizza time theme while you cook? No, unfortunately not, Fine Cut. Um, like over here on Twitch, you got a lot of stuff where you got to deal with copyrights and other unsoothing content. So, since that's music, do you like rice? Yes, in any form, dubbing. I think I'll make a dish once a week with rice, at least once. So I got some celery leaf over here. Not gonna add it just yet. I don't mind if there's a couple of branches in there, but I'm not gonna use the bottom part. So, water is starting to boil. In goes celeriac. Let's go. Next time, try rice cooked in coconut milk with spring onions and mixed peppers with a hint of chili or spice. Kind of sounds like a thing I did once where I made a Thai curry. What's up, Kami? Good morning. I made a Thai curry with turkey. And I also, after I baked everything in the curry, I had like this curry paste. I added the coconut milk and then boiled some rice along with it. If you like cook it in milk or something, then it almost kind of becomes like a sort of risotto. Thai curry smell like gearbox oil? Shit. Then I think you only had Thai curry where they put in a lot of coriander, probably. Because that's like the only thing in there where I can come up with which would make you like experience that taste when you eat curry. Yeah, if it was just for me, I would definitely add coriander, but when I make it, I usually don't because my girlfriend doesn't like it, so I always replace it with some parsley. I had to approve that comment, Wolfson. How are you doing, Kami? So right now, different setup. So I have to turn around to see chat. So it might take some time longer, guys, for me to react to stuff. Marcelo, we need to make the spicy meatball. You guys know the Swedish chef from the Muppet Show? That's one of my favorites right there. Alright, is there anything else I can do in the meantime? Because right now it's kind of a waiting game. No, not really. What's up, Chef JT? Hey, you got yourself a new logo, chef. And he's got the Swedish chef emote. Love it. Is that actually yours? Oh no, he doesn't have a different logo. Oh wait, glitch gone. Nice. Hate all Indian food apart from poppadoms. Um, I don't hate it myself that much, Wolfston, but I'm not a fan either. What's your reason why you don't like Indian food? I think most of the times it's like too much spices for me. And I don't mean that like spices as in you burn your tongue or anything, just but like too much of everything. How are you doing, chef? Good morning to you too. States. Well, I don't think it's still morning. Yeah, it's still morning over there. Just about. It's kind of weird living in the future. Yeah, next time we'll try the double cam again. But for now, it looks good compared to the other streams I did the last couple of weeks slash months. The resolution seems better. Celeriac. You like Celeriac as well? Yeah. I thought you would, Chef JT. I mean, it has so intense flavor, you know? It's so delicious. No one in the US knows it? Ah, oh, man. What the hell? Most of the times the taste is okay. Yeah, but you know what I mean, Wolfson. Sometimes it just gets too much. And then the next day you're all smelly, you know. It's 8:30 on the West Coast. Holy shit. That's early, early. That's so weird, right? Chef JT is on breakfast, but I'm on dinner. I'm gonna check on the yogurt bread. No, it's coming along. So what we did, Chef JT, since you just hopped into chat, we're making a soup out of the celeriac, and it's already in the oven. Made some yogurt batter, bread batter, bread batter. Wow, that's a mouthful. Uh, with some rasped almonds in there. Having a brownie for breakfast? Ooh, nice, nice. do you do you use milk chocolate or like pure chocolate if you make brownie, Chef JT? Over here, if you wanna buy brownie, it's either like milk chocolate or pure chocolate, and it's kind of 50-50 in a way. Let's just say half of the people like it pure, the other like it milky. Peanut butter topped? That's crazy. Learning all new kinds of stuff over here. Next time, like normally when I do a cooking show, I kind of try to, well, of course you prepare in advance, but also when it comes to filling up the time. But sometimes I come up with something like a recipe, and then once I start doing it, like start stream, then halfway I notice like, oh shit, I didn't come up with anything for in between. Usually I make like a schedule for myself how step by step how to do it, so I'm always working onto something. But today you got the pleasure of watching just a pan boiling. But no worries. Next time I'll be trying to add the second camera again. Mise en place. Yeah, but also, example, Chef JT. For example, if I did one thing before I did one thing, I'm not gonna start the thing I scheduled to do when I'm done with that. So I'm still doing something after I'm taking the next step, you know. So if I did that right for this episode, you would have seen me cutting something up or something, you know, instead of watching my kitchen knife and my plate. But next time, I'm gonna try and add the second camera again, try to see how that works, and then still got something to look at. My ugly face in this particular case. Mise en place was my colleague's slogan. It's burned into my brain to the point of anxiety. Yeah, because especially when it's professional. So especially when you talk about mise en place when you're working at the restaurant, because you wanna have everything operating and ready, no matter what they'll order, no matter how much people would come. Well, of course, there's a limit to how much food you got in store, you know. But everything has to be prepared, so you can reduce the waiting time as much as possible for the guest to wait for their food without like completely obliterating the freshness level of the food. Because you can basically just warm something up if somebody orders it and like prepare it in advance, but then yeah, it's not fresh, you know. So you gotta find a good balance for that. But that's just when you're doing it professional, of course. I mean, at home you can just take your time. Well, maybe not all the time if you're got a busy day at work, and I can imagine you want something fast and easy. And we do those recipes too over here at the chicken farm. But this one is just like a little bit more relaxed. Oh, it's coming along. Take a quick look at the bread, so I can show you quickly. It's starting to rise, starting to become firm. But we want it even more. It's kind of like bapao. Who knows bapao? Gotta go help my mom with some jobs. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Alright, Wolfston. Food is not done yet. So we'll be here waiting for you, Wolfston. You go do your duties. I'm gonna grab a lemonade myself real quick. So once the veggies are cooked, I'm gonna blend it up in the machine with some coconut milk, and then should be right. There's not a lot to add to this soup, um, but that has to do with the vegetable itself. It's got so much flavor. Hmm, let's see. Since I got everything new set up, let's switch away here for a second and let's see if this works. Oh, that seems fine. Working. I can also remove the haystack in front of the window. and put my camera behind it so it appears like I'm inside the barn. Wait, can you make the most gourmet steak dish you can make? You mean like with only steak or different kinds of meat? Because what I over here gourmet is more like a mix of things, like chicken, pork, meat, uh, beef, maybe some rabbit, maybe some fish. That's our version of gourmet over here in the Netherlands. Oh, like I'm cooking for Gordon Ramsay, like make something really fancy. Um, well, maybe I can do that one sometime. I guess that would be in a new house, in a new kitchen where I've got more room to do stuff. But I mostly try to keep it simple, because you know it's also kind of for people watching and maybe want to make it themselves. You don't want to give them a heart attack from the recipe, you know. Bayonet Friday? No, 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 no. That timer was still in there, apparently. Oh yeah, I didn't turn it off. Alright, seems about right. Put the fire low. I'm thinking about previous streams, Fine Cut, like where I did something more complicated. I did once a stream, I think it's around episode 25 or something, maybe earlier. I bought this fish, this sea bass, but like uncut, you know, like the way it lives in nature. That's how I bought it, so I had to clean it myself first. And along with that, I made some asparagus, but like wrapped inside puff pastry. I made like these asparagus, like these veggie sticks with pastry around it. That was, especially the fish part, was quite complicated. A lot of steam on the camera right now. Let's make some noise again. So I'm gonna take some of the stock and add it to the mixer. Don't grab water out of the hose or something, or the hose. Don't grab new water for it. Just use the stock, cause the stock has flavor too, because you boiled the veggies. You don't want to add flavorless water like clean water. Venetian steak with herb baby pots and asparagus and green beans with a kicked peppercorn sauce. How do you mean kicked? How do you mean that it's like kicked? Like spicy? Hot, hot. So here comes the steam again. I'm gonna take a look at the structure here, at the texture. Seems right. A little bit longer. So all I added is some vegetable stock in the pan, and now I got some coconut milk, which I'm mixing along with the celeriac, and we're gonna put that back in the pan with some celery leaf over here, and then you got yourself a soup. Maybe we'll have to add a little bit of pepper and salt. Who knows? We gotta taste, you know. So we're getting close to the end. Taking a quick look at my yogurt bread again. Except for the motion dubbing, like resolution wise, so far it's been going really well. Can we do Battlefield once we're done cooking? Maybe fine cut, but it will take some time before I'll be online. I don't know where you at in this world, but you can count on it that it won't be sooner than, like, let's see, won't be sooner than 4 hours from now. Gotta set cameras up. Yeah, I'll well, I'm using a different laptop, but I actually don't know how the face cam looks on this one. Hold on. Let me try. Gotta wait anyway. No, wait, before I do that, let's first complete this over here. So I'm gonna remove a little bit of the stock over here. It's a little bit too much. Right. So I'm gonna put back the veggies, which is now all mixed up with the coconut oil. Back into the pan. Nice and steamy. Don't need this anymore. Alright. Mix it up. I'm gonna put the fire high again. A little bit higher, not on the maximum. Add celery leaf. I mean, soup. You don't have to get complicated with soup, guys. I mean, most of the times all you need is some veggies, some water, maybe 1 or 2 other ingredients. For like example right now, the coconut milk. See? Now I added the celery leaf. You can see it's gonna start looking like a soup. And this is this is like 2 liters over here. But whatever I won't eat, I'll just save it, you know, inside my fridge. Maybe have a cup at lunch or whatever. I did quite some soups on the streams by now. But, you know, sometimes somebody asks me because they know my background. They know that I do this. Or that I used to do it as a job, you know. I often get the question because of that, like where they ask, "What's your favorite fruit, Jamona?" I would say I'm a sucker for soup, guys. I'm a sucker for soup. So that's also a reason why there are quite some soup recipes to be found on the cooking shows. Probably freezes well too. Um, I do have to find a little space to store it inside my freezer, because my freezer right now is packed. I got so much stuff in there right now. I never had this many stuff inside my freezer. But you can well, yeah. If you put it in like Tupperware or something, or back at work we had this machine where you could seal it. You could put the soup inside these special bags and then seal it. A full freezer is an effective one. Yeah, if you don't fill it up, then if your freezer is not a really good freezer, you'll get like ice is starting to form on the edges, you know. So we'll continue boiling this. Kind of want to vaporize a little bit more of the water, so the soup will reduce, make it more, give it more body, you know. My dishwasher is full right now, so why not just start it up while we're at it? Better sooner than later. I might forget it. There you go. Ratatouille theme starts playing. I never heard that. I did see the movie, but I can't recall the theme song. Mm. Let's have a quick taste over here. I need like a spoon. It's kind of hot, of course. But kind of want to know if it needs more stuff in it. So far, without even having to add pepper and salt. Well, we got the vegetable stock in there, but just a little bit. It was only one block of vegetable stock. But so far, it already tastes really good. And it's, like I said, like Chef JT said, it's just this vegetable celeriac. It's so intense. It has such a distinctive taste to it as well. There, a little bit of pepper. Or like Dubbing likes to say, give it a kick. Put that a little higher again. Can't wait. It's tasting so good. Gives you that autumn vibes. You're playing the Ratatouille team right now. Everyone in the US more interested in $1 organic taste like dirty water celery, because it's all I seem to find in the supermarkets. Surely there must be some kind of store where you live, Chef JTA, where they sell the other stuff as well. I like to believe that Dutch people are pretty healthy ones. Um, so I think, like over here, we don't really have that problem. As a matter of fact, you know, you got the supermarkets, you got all these lanes, you know, these lanes, and in one lane you can find bread and such and breakfast stuff, and in the other lane you will find I don't know, baking stuff. And over here, almost each supermarket has a lane just for like biological food, or um, like not the mass production stuff. You know, the $1 organic taste, which is already washed And because it's already washed, it kind of lost flavor as well, you know. Just got a cooking advert. Oh, really? I think the advertising kind of um, tries to suit to whatever the genre of the stream is. Over here on Twitch, I can set it the genre to food and drink. If you look at the stream title right below that, it says what you're streaming. You can see it's food and drink. So I think my little yogurt bread is finished. Oh, it smells so good. Almost. And then, like 5 more minutes, so it gets a little bit more body. And then, we're gonna have to switch up this camera. But that won't take long, because then I'm gonna stuff my face with this amazing soup. Almost there, guys. Where's the croutons? Hey, I didn't think of that. You mean like small ones inside the soup dubbing, or like one larger one? What do you think? Like small ones. I can do that quickly. Speaking of that, you should add cooking to your keywords. Helps with... Oh, thanks, Chef JT. Thanks for that tip. I never actually bothered the tags. But that's because of the gaming streams. I didn't think about doing it on the cooking shows. Because with the gaming streams, it kind of goes automatic, you know? Oh, this is more than enough. I'm gonna take the crust. Yeah, I'm gonna actually just bake that in a pan. Oh, nearly set fire to my kitchen towel there. Nice. Yeah, but if I put them in the oven, it will take a little bit longer, and then we gotta wait longer again. Just gonna bake it inside the pan with some dried herbs and some olive oil. Oh, can't close the bottle. Soup is going well. Now I wonder, do I still have some garlic? That would be nice, right? No, unfortunately. Alright, I don't need the cutting board anymore. Let's see, what do I have? I got all kinds of dried herbs. Maybe some thyme? I don't want to ruin with the taste though. Maybe I should just leave it natural, the croutons. I don't want to mess with the taste of the soup, you know? For only 27 pounds? I think it would be better if you would take that, you know, the ferry. There's like a ferry between our countries, dubbing. But that does take you longer, doesn't it? Well, maybe not. Maybe not actually. Because like waiting at the airport and for your luggage and such takes longer than the flight itself if you're flying between our countries. Dubbing. I think I'm gonna take out the bread now. Yes, definitely. Got the yogurt bread. You just want soup. Can I hold that closer a little bit for you guys? Nice yogurt bread with the almond rasp inside of the batter. So it's like a yogurt almond bread. I'm out of honey, but if I would eat this, I would just like tear off a chunk of the bread, or maybe slice it up once it cooled down, and just put some honey on the bread, and that's it, you know. Or you can just dip it in your soup, or just eat it separate, of course. But I like making like this bread with yogurt as an ingredient. Starting to get crunchy. A little bit of pepper. Such a shame I'm not having garlic anymore. Hello? My mic disconnected. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Hopefully all these problems that sometimes occur will all go out of the window with the new house hype. Get the new house. Got so much more space. Oh, lordy. Now, let's take a look at this bread. So, as we were cooking, me and Dubbing, well, it was Dubbing's idea. We were waiting for this soup and bread to be finished. We were waiting. So we decided to make some croutons. Croutons. Oui, oui. Starting to get crispy there. Don't need that anymore. Ooh. So if you make the yogurt bread, don't worry that you think like, oh, it still feels wobbly and such. That's because of the yogurt, obviously. So it's kind of a sticky type of bread. Of course, you can bake it longer, so it becomes a little bit more drier. But I don't know if you guys know bapao. So the croutons are ready. Like these steamed bread. It's like steamed bread. It kind of has the same wobbly to it, except compared to the bapao, this one has like a crusty outside. Where the bapao is like entirely kind of wobbly and steamed, you know? Alright. Lovely. Let's grab a bowl. I'm not gonna turn off the soup just yet. Just, you know, I'm gonna let it reduce a little bit more so it will be even better the next time I'm gonna eat it. Now, as requested, some of the croutons. Oh, sizzling. So there you have it, guys. Some celeriac soup with coconut milk and a nice little yogurt-almond bread. And in the end, some croutons as well in the soup as requested. So now we're gonna eat it. So I'm gonna turn my camera around here, guys. So, oh, we can get to the money shot. Oh, hold on, my thingy is trying to reconnect over here. You might get the first, like the starting soon screen now. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Alright. Got to go for dinner. Be back later. Alright, Wilson. Enjoy your dinner. I'm gonna have dinner as well. Thanks for hanging out, man. Shit, I had this all prepared so you wouldn't see me uh, moving around the camera. Like, you should have seen this. Like this. Yeah, but I was still moving the camera around while it was already appearing again, you know? There you go. So, so now I had to switch lights for this shot. Did you see that, dubbing? So as long as I'm living over here, I know how to do it. Alright, dinner time. Oh, I gotta move the laptop here too. Otherwise I can't read chat. Alright. Yum, yum, yum. Alright. So, this should have been the time where I, like, turn it on again. Bon appetit, guys. Mm. I could also maybe move to a different location in the house too. That's also optional. But right now over here I got the most light, so... Oh, it's good. Hold on. I'm gonna eat it like this, easier. But the bowl is like really hot. Mmm. Mm. It's mainly the celeriac you taste. But you got this slight hint of coconut milk. It's nice. Mm. Really good. relocate the laptop again here. There, that's better. For me at least. You won't see a difference. Ah, right. It's like nice and sticky on the inside. Mmm. Mmm. Hell yeah. This is delicious. It's even better than the soup dubbing. Cause I did put quite some of the almonds into the batter. Mm. Super, super nice. Depending on make of a new laptop, most have some good camera features to play with. Yeah, but those are all long-term things. You know, for now, this laptop I'm using right now is a different one than I've been using the whole time for the cooking shows. The laptop I'm using right now, I only use that when I do streams where I play a game. But for the cooking shows, I was using a different laptop. But now I know this one works better. Also with the camera, because I tried the other one too with these new settings. I tried it on the other laptop too, but they kind of stayed like blurry and such. Mm. Look at what Chuck says. This is the last week of season 2, the chicken farm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's my rank dubbing. Um, fifth. You're fifth. You're top 5 now. Oh shit. Climbing the ladder. Yeah, the higher. Oh, so that's hate. That's hot. The higher you are ranked by the end of this week, the more bonus you will get as a start for the next season. I decided to do that because Mercy already kind of won. You can't beat him anymore. So I had to come up with something to still make it worth doing something with your chickens while this season is still active, you know? Hmm. God darn it. This is good. Smart thinking about the crotons dubbing. Because besides that's a nice extra flavored, it's also crunchy, you know? So you also got the little crunchiness inside your soup as well, instead of just one big bowl of liquid veggies. If I do a heist and I would lose, I will end sixth. Let's see. Oh yeah, because Neptune he has just over 700 chickens less than you do. You're not gonna take that chance? I mean, there will be more streams this week dubbing before the end of the at least at least one or two. Oh. He's going for it. I got your back, man. I got your back. What's it gonna be? Will he remain fifth? Or will he drop to the sixth place? After that, I'm gonna eat the rest of this soup off stream. Put my ass on the couch, you know. Oof! What's up, Sergio? Dankjewel, dankjewel. Thank you, sir. Oof, sixth. Dubbing did it, made it out. Made it out. Mm. I'm kind of superstitious with that too, dubbing. Like, because the game, like, the setup is like, oh, you're already like high ranked and you want to even get higher. I see what you're doing here. You're gonna lose, you know? Like, it's. I get like superstitious to that. How are you doing, Sergio? Mm. Alright, guys. I'm gonna continue off stream here. Mhm. Hartstikke goed, Sergio. Hartstikke goed. Misschien vanavond Battlefield. Ja, joh. Especially the bread, Sergio. The bread is like yogurt almond, but with quite some almond in it. And it's just so good, the taste of it. Bedenk je maar zo'n brood met van dat amandelspijs erin. Maar dan zit het altijd op één plek, toch? Bij deze zit het gewoon helemaal door het deeg heen. Dus het is helemaal verspreid over het broodje. Fucking lekker. At the same Dutch how delicious this is. Alright, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'll let you know, Sergio, tonight. Dubbing, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna send you something in a bit. I got a question for you, Dubbing. Well, not gonna rate anybody. Tiny. I'm happy this, besides the motion, like the camera sometimes doesn't pick up the motion. Let's see if it works like this. See? But apart from Mike, that, yeah, I noticed too. I noticed too, Dubbing. I can hear that in my headset. That it makes like a sound. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, no raids. Hopefully, maybe I'm gonna be back tonight, but it won't be in a while. Maybe like 3.5 hours from now. Don't count on me getting on earlier. If I'm getting on, I can't promise that yet. It really depends on how I feel tonight and what time my girlfriend gets home. She's at the new house currently. Um, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. Easy soup, right? Dubbing, easy to do. Only a couple of ingredients there. Yeah, loved it. Especially the bread was very successful. Um, love this one. On to the next cooking episode. Later, guys. Later, later.